Hello, welcome to our channel where we are presenting lessons in mathematics. Now, these are serious lessons that I keep on emphasizing. We have digested the entire syllabus. We have uploaded the entire syllabus from grade 10 to 12. Now we are going into serious tackling of past paper questions. Alright? That is from 2016 to 2020. Both paper 1 and paper 2 want to unlock, all right, all the past papers that are there. So please keep on subscribing. Please share with your friends, commenting. All right, you know we don't claim the monopoly of knowledge. Okay, we know we are human beings. You can give us feedbacks. Where we feel we need to improve on, we'll improve on it. Okay, so. Now let's deal with the 2019 mathematics paper 1, that is GCE. Okay, so now we go to question 1. Right? So please, let's enjoy these things. Alright, this is our stuff. Alright. So we are saying, let's simplify this. By simplifying, we mean, where possible, we reduce the number of terms. If you have 5, maybe you can have 4. If you have 4, maybe you can have 3, if it is possible. Alright? So, you do that by following the operations that are there. Okay, so we have 4. Then we have minus 2 and there is a bracket. So we are going to distribute this onto that and this onto that. Okay? So we are going to say negative 2 by b, negative 2b. Alright? Negative by negative, we get a positive. Negative 2 by a is 2a. Alright, minus 1. Then we can go for like terms, we will rearrange. Alright, so we can say negative 2b plus 2a minus 3, minus 1 plus 4. Alright, doesn't matter the order in which you arrange them. Right, so this is negative 2b plus 2a because these two are like terms. Plus what? 3. This is our answer. Alright, so I'll do the first 3. Then the last 20 I'll do them in the actual paper. Then you come and write your answer, say negative 2b plus 2a plus what? 3. That is our answer. Okay, that is our answer. Okay, so now we go to the second question. We evaluate. What is to evaluate? Evaluate means we need to find the solution, the final answer. Alright? So, what is the fourth root of 81? The fourth root of 81 is a 3 to the power 3. Alright? Which is 3 by 3 by 3. 3 by 3, 9. Alright? 9 by 3, you have 27. Alright? That is our answer. So you come and write here, say 27. Okay? We are done now. Number 3. Alright? Number 3. Right, so number 3, we are saying factorize. Now, when you talk about factorization, what should come in your mind are the 4 methods of factorization. What is the first one? Common factor. Then, grouping terms, difference of 2 squares, factors of a quadratic expression. So, we have 32, x squared minus 50. Alright? The first thing is, do I have a factor that can divide into this? Right? So I can compare this number and that one. Now 32 and 50. Do you have a number that will go into this? Right? Yes, we have. And the number is what? 2. So say 2, open the bracket. 2 into that, into into theta 32 is we have 16 x squared, all right, because this will remain, minus 2 into 50 we have 25. Okay, so now before you underline and start celebrating as if that's your answer, you must check what is here. Say, is there a way that I can manipulate that? And the answer is yes. You can manipulate it by factorizing. Now, because there's a power 2 here and a minus, it speaks to you that try to think of it in terms of a difference of two squares. So by that we mean, if I have this, am I able to write this to have a power of 2? Yes, we can. This is the same as 4 to the power 2, x to the power 2 minus. This one can also be written as 5 to the power 2. This is what we have, right? So if this holds, then we must factorize now by applying the difference of two squares. Alright, so here we'll pick 4. And here we'll pick x minus 5. Alright? Then 4x plus 5. Alright? Take note. Multiplication is commutative, right? So even if you start with this one, the answer will be the same. So that's how you're supposed to do that. Then where there is an answer here, you're supposed to come and write in your, the answer is 2, open bracket, 4x minus 5, then 4x plus 5. And this is it, your answer. So the next 20 questions, I'll do them in the question paper. All right. Okay. So let's deal with question 4. Okay, the question reads: find the gradient of a line which passes through a -3, -5,3, and -4,1. All right. So gradient is denoted by m, and the formula is y2 minus y1. All right. Okay, so y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In this case, our points are -5,3 and -4,1. So meaning that the gradient now, take note, if we say this is 1 and this is 2, you agree with me, this is x and y, x and y. Okay, so we are going to say, what is our y1 or y2? Y2 is 1. All right, so say 1 minus 3 divided by x2 is -4. The 4 minus -5. Okay, so m2 is 1 minus 3 is -2 divided by -4. Negative of negative is +5. So therefore m is equal to -2 divided by -1. -1 plus 5, you have 1. Right? So what does this give us? M is equal to -2. Okay, m is equal to -2. So we'll say m is equal to -2. Okay. All right. Now let's deal with the question 8. The Venn diagram below shows 3 sets, A, B, and C, as we are able to see. All right. Now the question reads: use set notation to describe the shaded region. So we want to use the set notation to describe this. So you agree with me that both A and B have not been shaded. So that's a complement of their union. All right. So you know that it is A union B complement. But now, if you just leave it like that, it's as if even outside here it is shaded. So the shading for the complement of A union B is being protected by the shading for C. That protection is an intersection. So we say intersection what? C. So that's the answer. Now we got question 6. Question reads: the vector PQ is given as negative 3 and 2. Given the point P is 1, 4, find the coordinates of the point PQ, of the point Q. All right, so by this we acknowledge the fact that we have an origin somewhere, so we use the triangle rule. So meaning that we are saying for us to find for us to find PQ with regard to the origin, we'll say this is PO plus OQ, right? So now we've been told that the point P is 1, 4. Now, what does this imply? This implies that this is OP. So OP in terms of an vector is 1, 4. All right? But here we want PO. So meaning that we are going to say PQ. What is PQ? It is this one, negative 3, 2, is equal to PO. PO is the negative of this one. So you can just introduce negative here and negative there. All right? Plus OQ. Okay? Meaning that OQ will be equal to negative 3, 2 minus, you take this is positive, we take it to the other side, minus negative 1, negative 4. All right? So our OQ, vector OQ, is equal to negative 3, negative of negative, positive 1. Then 2, negative times negative, positive 4. Okay? Take note. So OQ is equal to negative 2, 6. Now, this is the position vector. What we want is the point. This implies that the point Q has coordinates negative 2, what? 6. Okay? Then you come and write here to say Q has negative 2, what? 6. Okay? That's our answer there. Okay, so let's deal with question 7. All right, we deal with question 7. Deal with question 7. So we have A here. We have vector, matrix R here and the S. The first one is, let's get S transpose. So to get S transpose, you convert the rows into columns and columns into rows. So we have 2, negative 1, 1 and 3. So this is our answer. So we are going to say S transpose is 2, negative 1, 1, 3. Okay? So we go to B. What is B? B, take note here. We want to find the transpose of S, not R. So this is our S here. So take note. So the transpose of S is this one. It's supposed to have 1, 0 and negative 4. Okay, negative 2, 1, 1. This should be our transpose. Take note. So S transpose should be 1, 0, negative 4, negative 2, 1, 1. This one should be our transpose. All right. Take note. Sometimes these are mostly applicable to a square matrix, but it's fine. We can use that. So RS means R by what? S. All right. So what is our matrix R? 2, 1, negative 1, 3. All right. Then you have 1, negative 2, 0, 1, negative 4, 1. Okay. The matrix that we have. So RS will be equal to, you multiply this row by that column. This by that, you get 2 plus. This by that, negative 1 by negative 2, you get 2. All right? Then we say 2 by 0, it's a 0 plus. Negative 1 by 1 is a negative 1. All right? 2 by 4 is negative 8 plus negative 1. Negative 1 by 1 is negative 1. Okay, we are done. We come to the second law. 1 by 1 is 1 plus 3 by negative 2 is negative 6. Alright? Then 1 by 0 is 0 plus 3 by 1 is 3. Alright, 1 by negative 4 is negative 4 plus 3 by 1 is 3. Alright, so this is the matrix that we have. So we say RS is equal to 4. Here 1 plus 6, negative 6, it is 5. Okay? This is the negative 1 and this will be 3. Here the signs are the same, you maintain the sign. Then 8 plus 1 is 9. The signs are different, subtract. So we'll get negative 1. So this is our answer here. So you come and write. Say RS is equal to 4. Take note here, it's negative. So it's supposed to be negative 5, negative 1, 3. Okay, so this is negative 9, negative 1. Okay, that's the answer for that one. Okay, so deal with question 28. Okay, the question reads, question 8. For the sequence negative 10, negative 7, negative 1, negative 1, find the 17th term. Okay, find the 17th term. So I will say A. So you need to check if at all the sequence is an AP or GP. Alright, but we can test. I think this should be an AP. So we can say negative 7 minus negative 10. This should be equal to negative 4 minus negative 7. Alright, so this is negative 7 plus 10, which is equal to negative 4 plus 7. Alright, and the answer is 3. So the common difference there is 3. Okay, then we can apply the formula for an AP. Say Tn is A plus n minus 1 by the common difference. Alright, now here take note our n will be 17 because we want the 17th term, the value of the 17th term. So T17, what is our first term? Negative 10, alright, plus n is 17 here. Alright, so say 17 minus 1 by 3. So T17, the 17th term is negative 10 plus 17 minus 1 is 16 by 3. Alright, so T17 is negative 10 plus 16 by 3 is 48. Alright, so the 17th term is equal to negative 10 plus 48, we have 38. Alright, so the 17th term should be 38. So here T17 is 38. Okay, so that's how you get that one. Then we go to B. What is B? The sum of the first 20 terms. So you can put up the formula if you want. N over 2, 2A plus n minus 1 D. Alright, here our n is equal to, take note, 20. Alright, our A is equal to negative 10 and D is 3. Then you substitute. So say S20. The sum of the first 20 terms will be 20 divided by 2. 2 by, what is our A? Negative 10. Plus, what is our N? 20 minus 1 by 3. Okay, so S20 is equal to, this will be 10. Alright, negative 20 plus. Here, we are going to have 19 by 3. Alright, this should be our answer. Alright. Okay, so we say S20 now is 10 to 20 plus. When you multiply this 19 by that, we get 57. Alright. So we say S20 is 10, negative 20 by plus 57, that is 37. All right, and this gives you, when you multiply this, you have got the 370. So that is our answer. So S20 is equal to 370. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, so let's go to question 9. All right, don't be surprised, that's why I'm dividing. I like doing that. It makes my my work easier. So there are 4 blue and 5 white marbles in a bag. So we can say all possible outcomes, or the total number of marbles is 4 plus 5, which is 9. All right, now what is the probability of randomly picking a white marble? So it's a probability that we get a marble that is white. Then we are going to say the formula is favorable outcomes to all possible outcomes. By favorable, we are also talking about how many white marbles do we have? It's 5. And what's the total number of marbles? That's 9. All right, so we have got 5 over 9. So probability that it is white is 5 divided by 9. All right. B, don't worry, even if I will not write anything, it's fine, don't worry. The next one is solve the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now you need to acknowledge or to recognize the kind of an equation that you are dealing with. Now, because the highest power is a 2, it means this is a quadratic equation. Now, there are a lot of methods of solving a quadratic equation. All right, you can use the formula, you can use completing the square, you can use the factorization method. All right, now since here we are not even using a calculator, calculators are not allowed, maybe you say, let me try to use factorization method, even though formula method will still work here. You can say, let me get my product. My product is 2 by negative 3, get negative 6. What is your sum? Your sum is b, and your b is what? 5. Then what are the factors? 2 numbers that can divide into this. And when I multiply them, they should give me negative 6. But when I add them, the answer should be 5. All right, meaning that you have got 6 and 1. All right, now one of them should be a negative. Which one? This one should be a negative, so that when you multiply this, you get a negative. And when you add, you get positive 5. So now, this will imply that we'll have, here you distribute x because there is x here. So you have 2x squared, all right, minus x. When you say negative 1 by x, you get negative x, plus 6x. Take note, this negative 6x plus negative x plus 6x is this one, okay? Then you say minus 3, the answer is what? 0. Again, we have got how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we factorize here by grouping the terms. Already here, already the terms are grouped. So we just go, this implies that we go for what is common, which is x. Right? X into x squared is 2x minus 1. Plus, be careful the sign here. Alright? There's 6 and 3, so go for 3. 3 into 6x, you have 2x minus 1. The answer is 0. Now, by the zero product, all right, even before we go to the zero product, we can get what is common. We say 2x minus 1 is the one that is common, then x plus what? 3. All right? So now, this should be equal to what? 0. So zero product demands that we say 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or it is x plus 3 that is equal to 0, or even both. So in this case, we have 2x is equal to 0 plus 1. All right, so 2x is 1, we divide by 2, we divide by 2, x is 1 over 2. Or you say x is 0 minus 3, or x is negative 3. Okay, so those are the values. So we write, so x is negative 1, x is positive 1 over 2, and this is negative 3. Okay, please take note. Go to question 10. Okay, so question 10 reads, given that the universal set has got numbers from 0 to 9, A has got 2, 3, 6, 8, B has 3, 6, 7, and 9. All right. Then we are saying, let's list A intersection B complement. All right. So we can say A. What is A intersection B? Maybe if it's possible, you can compute this. Try to work out this one. Elements that are in A and B. All right. So you have. Can check here. 2 is not there. 3, yes. 6 is also there. All right. What else? 8 we don't have. So these are the elements that in A intersection B. But A intersection B complement means we are going to list all the elements here apart from 3 and 6. Okay. Apart from 3 and what? 6. So we have 0, 1, okay, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. All right, those are our elements. So come and write them here. So we have the set. If you want, you can write that. You can say 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, as well as the 9. All right. Then we go to the second one, B. The diagram below shows a prism with a base that is a rectangular hexagon. All right. How many planes of symmetry does it have? By planes of symmetry means how many ways, in short, how many ways can we cut? Can we cut, all right, the regular hexagon so that it's able to fit its own outline? In how many ways? So since the hexagon has got 6 equal sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in whichever side that you are going to cut, the outline will be able to fit. Plus this part here, if you cut it here, all right, you cut it like that here. Of course, cross section. All right. So you have the 6 here plus this line that you cut here. All right. So you cut it in this manner, then you come here and cut it that way. All right. So altogether there will be 7. Okay. So there will be 7 altogether. Planes of symmetry, 7. Okay. You can write if you want to say planes of symmetry. Okay. Okay, so now we go to question 11. So we're saying the diagram below shows points. A point A, which is this, point B is that, and point C is that, and they have been demonstrated here. All right. A. If the local time at B, let's look at B, is 15 hours, what is the local time at C? All right, so you realize that B and 1 the time at C. So you realize that B and C share the same latitude of 30 degrees south, but the longitudes are different. This is 30 degrees west, and this is 75 degrees east. So to find the time here, we must find the difference in time. Now, so difference in time is equal to difference in longitudes, all right, divided by 15 degrees. Okay, so now what is the difference in longitudes? Look, this is 30 degrees west, and this is 75 degrees east. So find the difference by adding them both on different sides. Plus 75 degrees here we divide by 15. Alright, so 30 plus 75, we have got 105. Alright, divided by 15. Okay, so 15 into 105, we have got 7 hours. So the difference in time between these 2 points is 7 hours. Alright, now when you look at C is on the eastern part of B. So as you move from B going to C, there's gain in time. So it means time at C is equal to, what is the time at B? Is 15 hours. Alright, say plus, because there's a gain in time, plus 0.7 hours. Alright, this is 0.05 plus that is the 12. Here add 1, so I've got this. So the time there is 22 hours. Alright, so the time here is the 22 hours. So it will be 22 hours at C. Okay, then we look at B. What is B? If it takes a plane 6 hours to fly from A to B, right? Look at A and B, they are sharing the same longitude. Alright, what is the speed in knots? So knots, it means nautical miles per hour. So now what we are going to do is we say speed is equal to distance divided by what? Time. Right? So say speed is equal to, how do we get this distance in nautical miles? We'll say theta times 60 minutes divided by our time. What is our time? 6. Alright? Now, what is this theta? The theta will be the difference in latitudes between A and B. Alright? So the latitude for A here is 60. And the latitude for B here is 30. Alright, since they are on different sides of the equator, we are going to add. So we have 30 plus 60, we have 90 times 60. Alright, divided by 6. Alright, so S is equal to, you can say 6 into 6 is 1, into 60 is 10. Alright, 1 by 9 is 9, and I have 2 zeros, I add them. So this is the speed in knots. Alright, so that is our speed. Okay, that's our speed. So the speed is, come on, right here to say 900 knots. That is nautical miles per hour. Alright, that's all. Okay, so let's deal with question 12. We are saying evaluate. To evaluate means we get the final answer. What are we evaluating? 3 to the power 0 by 3 to the power 3. So we are saying 3 to the power 0 is 1 by 3 to the power 3 is 27. This means 3 by 3 by 3. Okay. Plus 3 to the power 1 is what? 3. 1 by 27 is 27. Plus 3, 30. So the answer there is 30. So you come and write here to say 30. Okay? Good. Now we go to B. We are saying the diagram below shows a sector of a circle with the center O and radius 4.2. The angle is theta. So given that the area of a sector is this is the area. Let's calculate the value of theta. Now, since we are talking about area of a sector, take note this is not here in radians. Alright? We are dealing with degrees here. Okay, so we'll say area is equal to theta divided by 360 degrees by r squared. Okay, so you're going to say, what is my area? My area is 9.24 is equal to theta over 360 by our pi is 22 over 7 by 4.2 by 4.2 over 1. If you want, you can reduce this using maybe 2. 2 here, it is 11. Alright? 2 here, it is 180. Alright? Maybe you can still use 2. 2 here is 2.1. 2 here is 90. You can still use 2. 2 here is 2.1. 2 here is 45. So what we have, let me rewrite it here. You need to take time, otherwise you can mislead yourself. So you have 9.24 is equal to theta over 360. No, take note, this is now is equal to theta over 45. We have reduced it by, what is on top here is 11 by 2.1 by 2.1 over, you can say over 1, we cross multiply, right? So what that means is that we are going to say theta times 11 times 2.1 times 2.1. The answer is equal to 45 times 9.24. Okay, so our theta will be equal to, divide both sides by this. So we have 45 by 9.24 divided by 11 by 2.1 by 2.1. So what we shall do here, you can get rid of the points. You multiply by 100, you multiply by 100. So theta is 45 by 924 divided by these 2. We'll remove the 2 decimal points. So we have got 11 by 21 by 21. Alright? So your theta is equal to, you can use any other numbers. Alright? You can say maybe 3 here is 15. 3 here is 7. Alright? You can still use 3. 3 here is 5. 3 here it's 7. Alright? Take note of that. So you can rewrite it, because we don't have space, so theta is equal to 5 by 924 divided by, there is 11 here, by 7 by 7. Okay. Okay, so we have to be careful here. Here, remember there is 45, 7 and 1. Alright? There's 45, we left out the 7 here. So please take note, by 7. Alright? Meaning that here there will be 9.24, 45 and 7. Alright, so here there is need of a 7. Equal here there is need of a 7, and there is need of a 7. So you have to be careful. No, there are a lot of cancellations, you can make a mistake. So this and this will cancel. Alright? Then take note, these two will cancel there. Okay, so you're going to say 11 here 1, 11 here it's 1. Alright, the remainder is a 2. Right, 11 into 22 is 3. Remainder, our remainder here, take note, is a 1. So you have got it. Now take note. Okay, so here we need to take note. The best way, because if we use 11, we might have a challenge here. So we need let's rewrite. We have got 5 by 924 by 7 over 11 by 7 by 7. So this can cancel. You just have to take a lot of time, otherwise there are a lot of cancellations, so you can easily make a mistake. So we can maybe use 7 will be 1. 7 here, have 1, remainder 2. 7 into 22, there is 3, remainder 1. 7 into 14, you have 2. So we have our theta here, that is 5 by 132 okay, over 11. Mind you, you're not supposed to use a calculator here. So our theta will be equal to we'll say 11 into 11 you have 1. 11 into 11, you have 1. Remainder 2. So 11 into 22, it is 2. So you have 5 by 12. So when you multiply this, you get 60 degrees. So you can see that I really had to be a bit careful. I was almost getting lost here because there are a lot of cancellations, right? So you just have to find a convenient way of manipulating it, especially where you are supposed to get rid of these points. Please be careful, right? You can see what we've done here. So you have to take your time and manipulate. Okay, let's go to, okay, so that's where we end for this one. Okay, so for 13, the question reads, the mass M of a block of wood is 876.4. Collect one decimal place. All right, complete the statements in the answer space, which is this one. So what they want you here is to put the lower limit and the upper limit. So now, if you have 876.4, you need to get the absolute value or absolute error. Right? So the absolute error here shall be 0.05. All right? If you don't have a whole number, then there will be a 0.5. So for this one, it will be 0.05, meaning that lower limit will be equal to 876.4. We can say 0 minus 0.05, subtract, all right? So here there will be 3, there will be a 10, this will be 5, 3, 876, this is what we are going to have, all right? Take note, that's what we are going to have here. Okay, so for the upper limit, you're going to say you add this to the dimension given, 876.40 plus 000.05. What do we get? 54.678, because these are grams. All right, so this is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So we have 876.35 grams less or equal to M, and this should be less or equal to 876.45 grams. That's what you are supposed to do there. Then we go, this was A, then we go to B. The length of a piece of wire is 15.2. What is the relative error? So we say relative error is equal to absolute error divided by true value. All right, so we are saying relative error is equal to, what is the absolute error? There's one decimal point, so the absolute error will be 0.05 divided by 15.2. Now here there are two decimal places, we can multiply by 100, you can multiply by 100, so your relative error will be equal to 0.05 by 100 will be 5, divided by 15.2 by 100 will be 152 with a 0. So now you need to divide here, just simple division. Okay, so you can say 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 15 is 0, so we can't just go to 20, so here we'll put a 0, and 5 into 20 we have 4, all right? So your answer is 1/304. This is the answer, all right? Okay, so we go to question 14. Okay, so we are saying the diagram below shows Mr. Moenda's trip, all right? He travels on a bearing of 141 from A to B. Then he decides to continue with his trip from B on a bearing of 255 degrees to C, okay? The angle BCA is 35, which is this one, okay? Okay, so we find the bearing of A from B. A from B, right? A from B. This is the bearing that we want. A from B. So we are going to go to B here and move from the North Pole in a clockwise direction. Okay, so that's a bearing that we want here. All right, so how do we get that one? We can find this bearing here, the one that is here. We can find this angle, all right, because these two are power lines and this is a transversal. Hence, these two are allied angles. So we can say this angle is 180 degrees minus 141 degrees, all right? So this will be 7, this will be 10, so you have 9, 3 degrees, all right? Then angles at a point give us 360, so we'll say 360 degrees minus 39, because we want to find what is here. So here it is 39, all right? So we are going to say this is a 5 and that is a 10. 10 minus 9 is a 1, 5 minus 3 is a 2, 3 minus 0 is a 3. So this is the bearing, 321. Remember, this is we are dealing with the three figure bearings. Okay, so the values should be in 3 figures. Then for B, bearing of A from C. A from what? C here. All right. So again, we can draw an imaginary North Pole here since it's not there. Okay. So we're saying this is our North Pole. Okay. So take note, this should be at 90, somehow at 90 degrees. So that's what we want. So what we can do, if you want, you can even create a line coming here and even here if you don't mind. Okay. Meaning that this angle here and this one, they are equal because they are alternate. So if you found this one, then you can find this. All right. Because we are talking about the bearing of A from C. So you must move from A to C here. Okay. From A to C. Right? That's a bearing that we want to find. So what we can do, we can say from here to there it is what? 215. So we say 215. This is for B, this was for A. 215 minus, from there to there it is 180, so 180 degrees, all right? Here it's 5, here 1, here we have 11, all right? So we have 35, okay? Okay, I think, take note, this is the 255, not 15, so this is supposed to be 5. So here you have 5, then you get 1, you have 15, 15 minus 8, you have got 7, so you have 75, and that is 0. So it means this is 75, and the whole lot of this one should be 75, all right? But our bearing that we want, so we are saying from here to there, it is this 75. But we want a bearing of A from C, all right? So this is our C, which is this one, just this. So we are going to say this is 75 minus 35, all right? What do we get? We get about 40 degrees, okay? Okay, so here we are going to say 040 degrees. Remember, this is 3 figures. Okay, let's go to the 15th question. So we have these functions defined as this and this one. So A, let's find the inverse acting on x. All right, so we are going to say y is equal to 2x minus 1. Then so for x, so we have 2x minus 1 is y, so 2x is equal to y plus 1. All right. Take note here, this is plus. All right, so this is plus, and this should be plus. So this will imply that we get a minus. All right. So we divide by 2, so our x is y minus 1 over 2. So the inverse, so you write the expression for the inverse acting on the x. So here I'll put x 1 over 2. All right, so this is the answer. So we have the inverse acting on x is equal to x minus 1 over 2, which is just the opposite to this one. That's what you mean by an inverse. Okay, so can go to B. All right, the composite function. Okay, so we have f g of x, meaning that g is fused onto f. So I've got 2 open bracket 3x minus 5 over 2 plus 1. This will imply that this and this will cancel. So 3x negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. All right, so this is our answer. 3x minus 4. Take note, it's not there's nothing here, it's a positive. If you want, you can put a plus. All right, then we go to C. We want f g of 4. All right, this will mean that here where there is this we put 4. All right, minus 4. This is 12 minus 4, which is 8, or you can say 3, 4 minus 4. You factor out a 4, so it will be 3 minus 1, so 3. 3 minus 1 is 2, and the answer is 8. It's one and the same. All right, so our answer here is the 8. Okay. Okay, we go to the next question. It is question 16 on the circle theorem. All right. Okay, so we're saying in the diagram below, A, B, C, D, and E are points on the circumference, as we are able to see. All right, of the circle with center O. DE is equal to AD, meaning that this angle here and this angle here should be the same. All right. Now, one thing that you need to know is that when you look at this one, this angle here, being told that it is 20 degrees, and when this angle here, take note, this angle is 80 degrees. So when you look at this angle, when you look at this one and this one, they are standing on the same segment, all right, on the same chord, which is AE, meaning that this angle and this angle, they are the same, but this angle is twice of this one. This is half of that, meaning that if this is 80, this should be 40 degrees, and this one should be 40 degrees, all right, because of where they are standing. All right, now if this and this are equal, then it means this triangle AED is an isosceles. All right, meaning that this is 70 and this one is, should be 70. Okay, why are we saying 70? So we are going to say 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. What are we going to get? So whatever we are going to get, we should divide by 2, because these angles are equal, so I'll divide by 2. This is 140 divided by 2, and what do we get? 70. So it means this angle here is 70 degrees, and this one is as well 70 degrees. Okay, and for now, let's look at what they are saying. Let's get ADE. ADE. Oh, good, we have already found it. So angle ADE is 40 degrees. All right, so you come and write here, say 40 degrees. Okay, then what's the next question? B. All right, B. What is B? DAE. DAE all right? So again, that one has already been found. So DAE, we have said is 70 degrees, all right? So you can come and write here to 70 degrees, all right? Then we need to find BAD. Okay, let's look at B. BAD. This one. BAD. This angle here. All right. What is this angle? Okay, so what is this angle? Let's look at what we are talking about. We're saying BAD. This one. Okay, this one. Now, if you look at this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, they form a cyclic quadrilateral. The opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are, they always produce a what? A 180 degrees. Meaning that if this is 70, this one must be, take note, this one must be 110. We are going to say 180 minus 70. So this one will be 110. All right? Now, look, we have a triangle here. This is ABD. All right? We want to find this. But we can only do that if this is known. All right? Now, look, when you look at this 20 is only BA. This segment BA. When you look at this angle D, is only BA. Meaning that this angle and this one, they are equal. So this is 20. So you are going to say now, to find the BAD, what are we saying? We are going to say 180 degrees minus 110 plus 20 degrees. All right? So say 180 degrees minus 130 degrees. So this is the 50 degrees. And that's what we get here. All right? So we get 50 degrees. Okay. A point R, all right, which is -3, 1, is mapped onto a point S, which is 2, but if 1 by translation. Let's place T as a column vector. This translation is read by T. So we know that if I'm dealing with the translation, this is the transformation. You're going to say the image is equal to object plus translation vector or column vector. So what is our image? This is mapped onto that one. So our image is 2, -1 is equal to, what is our object? -3, 1 is equal to translation vector. Meaning that our translation vector is equal to 2, -1 minus -3, 1. All right. So our translation vector is equal to 2 minus -3, -1 minus 1. All right. So our translation vector is equal to negative, positive. 2 plus 3, 5. -1, -1, -2. So that is our answer. So here you have translation vector is 5, -2. Okay. Then B here. This is the part of computers. In the answer space below is an incomplete program written in pseudocode for calculating mean. All right, mean of 10 numbers. Whose sum is what? The sum is S. Complete the program by filling in the blank spaces with appropriate statements. So, for you to be able to find the mean, you need to know the numbers and the sum. All right? So here, what we've been given here is the sum. So we are going to enter the sum. So enter S. So enter sum. Then here we must define how we find the mean. So we say mean should be the sum divided by 10. And that is your answer there. Okay, that's your answer. Okay. Okay, so the next question is question 18. 10 is on variation. So you can see that all the topics are represented here. A. Given that y varies direct as x. Okay. Y varies direct as x. Okay. And the inversely as the square of z. So say 1 over z to the power 2. Alright. So we are going to say y is equal to, we introduce a constant kx over z to the power 2. Alright, so A, we need to find the constant of variation k. Alright, we've been told that y is 10 here. 10 is equal to x is x is 32. Alright, divided by 4. Right, 4 squared. Alright, this is 10 is equal to k. 4 squared is what? 16. 16 into 32 is 2. Alright, we divide by 2, we divide by 2. So k is what? 5. So here k is 5. Okay, so maybe k is 5. So B. Okay, what am I supposed to get? We get y. So say y is equal to, my k is 5, right, by, what is my x? 9, divided by, take note here, we are doing the second one, so x should be 20. 20 divided by z is 5, which is 5 times 5. 5 squared is 5 times 5. So 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 20 is 4. Alright, so y here is 4. Okay, then C. Okay, C, we find z. So we are saying the formula is this one. What is our y? Our y is 5. So say 5 is equal to, my k is 5. Alright, times, what is our x? 9, divided by z squared, alright, over 1. You cross multiply, so 5 z squared is equal to 5 by 9. Divided by 5, divided by 5, z squared is equal to 5 and 5 will cancel, remain with 9. The square root here, you have positive or negative, so z is plus or minus 3. So this is 3 or negative 3. Okay, that is our answer there. Okay, let's look at the second, the other question, which is question 19. A. So we are saying a company's working capital consists of 450, 10% preference shares of 50 kwacha each, and the 700 ordinary shares of 10 kwacha each. Alright. Now, after 6 months, the company declared a dividend of 5,750. How much dividend will be paid to each ordinary shareholder? So now, what we need to do is, to find the dividend for the ordinary shareholders, we are going to say, what is the total dividend that was declared? It's 5,750 minus, all right? This is the dividend for ordinary shareholders, take note, minus the dividend for preference shareholders, which is what? Which is 10 divided by 100 by 450 by 50 kwacha each. Alright? So for ordinary shareholders, alright, we are going to say this will cancel the 2 zeros. We have got 45 by 5. Alright? 45 by 5. So we need to work out this one. Okay, we need to work out this one. So, which is very easy. We don't need to worry. This by that is the 25. So 5, take 2, this by that is 20, plus that we have 22, there's a 0 here, all right? This is what we are going to have. So we are going to have, take note, we are supposed to subtract here 5750 minus 2250. Okay, so you have 0, 0, 5, 3. Okay, now this is how much the ordinary shareholders will get, all of them. But how many shares do we have for the ordinary shareholders? They are 700. So we are going to say this is equal to, take note, 3,500 divided by 700 shares. All right, for the ordinary shares here, take note. So this and this will cancel. What are we going to get? This into that is 5. So 5 kwacha zirongwe. So you have got 5 kwacha zirongwe. B. The ratio of volumes of similar solids is 64 to 27. Now, since we're dealing with the volume here, we can first get the actual ratio. Find the cube root. Cube root of this one is 4. The cube root of that is 3. All right. Now, the surface area of this smaller solid is 180. Like, what is the surface area of the bigger one? So we are going to raise this first to power 2. This is 16 to 9. All right. Now, the smaller one here is 180. All right. How about this one? We'll say x. So we'll say x is 16 by 180 divided by what? 9. 9 here 1, 9 here 2. 2 by 16 is 32. There is a 0 here. So this is our answer. All right. So 320 square centimeter. That's our answer. Okay, so we go to the next question. This is question 20. Okay, so the diagram below shows the triangle KLM in which KL is 16 and angle KLM is 150, and this area is this one. All right, this is the area of a 9-right angle triangle. So we know that area is defined as, look, this is the K and this is the M. So we are going to say half times L times M times L. So our area will be half by, what is L? All right, L is the one we are looking for. All right, calculate the length of LM, which is K. So we'll say K by sine 150 degrees. So our area has been given to be 32. Half by, take note here, you need to multiply this, our L, this is our K, and this is our M. So this is K, is this one, and our M is 16. Okay, so I can even bring it here, 16 by sine 150 by L. All right, so this is 32 is equal to half of this one is 8 by, the sine of this one is half times K here. K, this is K. Okay, which is this one, or LM. All right, so 32 is equal to half of this is 4 times K divided by 4 by 8 divided by 8. Okay, so our K is equal to take note. Okay, is equal to, okay, so take note please, half of this one is not 8 but 4. So this is 4 and this is 4. Okay, and here we get 8. So meaning that our LM is 8. So you come and write here, say LM is 8 centimeters. All right. Okay, so we go to B. The equation of a line A is 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. B is parallel to this one, right, through that, meaning that their gradients are the same. So we're going to say 2y equal to negative 3x plus 10 divided by 2 divided by 2 divided by 2. Y is negative 3 over 2x plus 5. Now we'll apply this formula, all right, to get the equation x minus x1. So say y minus what is our y1? 6. Our gradient, if these lines are parallel, then their gradients are the same, which is negative 3 over 2 x minus 4. All right, then take the 2 this side, so 2 by y to be 2y minus this by that is 12 is equal to negative 3 by that negative 3x plus 4. All right, so 2y plus 3x is equal to 4 plus 12. So 2y plus 3x is equal to 16. Take note here. Okay, so all right, but take note, I think you were a bit quick. This by that is that, this by that is supposed to be 12 here. Okay, so this again to be 12 and this will be 24. So the equation is supposed to be 2y plus 3x is equal to 24. All right, so you come out right here, 2y plus 3x is equal to 24. Okay, right. Okay, so question 21. Write 4 inequalities that define the unshaded region are on the diagram below. So to make your job easy, you can start with these that are clearly defined. These, all right. Okay, so I can start from here. When I look at this one is passing through x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2, all right? But as an inequality, since the solid line, this would be x, it should have a bar, all right? But this side that is not shaded is less than this one. So this should be less or equal to 2, all right? So we say x, you come and write here, x less or equal to 2, okay? The first one. Then the second one is this one. Y, this line is passing through the y-axis. Y is equal to what? 6. This is a dotted line. But again, this side that is not shaded, it is less. Alright, so this is supposed to be y is less than what? 6. Come and write it here. Y is less than 6. We go to the next one, which is very easy to identify. Look, this line is passing through the origin. And at this point, when you check this point, this is negative 2, 2. When you check this one, this is negative 4, 4. Near the equation for this one is y is equal to negative what? X. Okay? If you want, you can calculate it. Alright? So now, we'll compare it using the y-axis. So from here, going upwards, we're saying this side it is less, and then from here, going here, it is this is greater and this is less. Alright? So meaning that because it has the dotted lines, we'll say y is greater than negative what? X. You come and write it, say y is greater than negative what? X. Okay? Now, for this one, it's not clearly defined. So what you need to do is to pick points. Maybe this point and this point. When you look at this one, it is negative 2, 0. And when you look at this one, this is 0, 4. Then we are going to apply this formula, all right, or any other formula that you are comfortable with. So we say this is 1 and that is 2. This is x, y, x, y. What is our y1? Okay, our y1 will be 0, so y minus 0 is equal to, what is the gradient? y2 minus y1. So 2 minus 0 divided by x2 minus x1. 0 minus negative 2. Okay? X minus, what is our y1? Negative 2. We close. So this is y is equal to 2 over, this is positive 2. Okay, so we're going to say x plus what? 2. So y is equal to 1. Why is it positive 1? Because this is where the line is slant to the right hand side, so it has to be positive. So 2 into 2 is 1. 1 by that, it will be x plus what? 2. Alright? X plus c, 2. Okay. Alright? Okay, so again, this is supposed to be not 2 but 4. Because this is 4 minus that. So this will be 4. So 2 into 4 will be 2. 2 by x, you have got 2x. Then 2 into 4 is 2. By 2, you have got 4. So you have got this. This is what we have. Alright? Then I'll come here. Look at this point. So from here coming here, it is less. Right? And there it is greater. So we're going to say the line is a solid line. So say y is less or equal to 2x plus 4. Okay? That is the last inequality there. Y is less or equal to 2x plus 4. Okay. Okay, we deal with 22. Okay, so I can do the line. And another one. So A, we need to integrate this. So to integrate that, we can try to rewrite this, the power 3x to the power 3 over 2 minus 5x, this is to the power 1 plus x to the power negative 2. So when we integrate by 1 by 1. So we integrate 3x to the power 3 over 2 minus you can integrate 5x to the power 1 plus you can integrate this. Alright? So when you integrate this, remember these are constants. If you want, you can pull them out, or you can say 3 over 2 times x to the power, add 1, the 4 here over 4. Alright? Minus 5x to the power 2 when add 1 over 2 plus x, when you add 1, there will be negative 1 over negative 1. Alright? So now this will be equal to 3x to the power 4 over 8 minus 5 over 2x. This is minus 1 over x. This is the answer here. Alright, so you come and write it. Say this is 3 over 8 x to the power 4 minus 5 over take note, this is power 2 over 2x squared minus 1 over x. Alright, then the next thing, we need to sketch. So for us to sketch, we need to find the turning points. Alright, we need to find the intercepts. Alright, so we are going to say when you look at this one, you need to find the x-intercept and y-intercept. So at x-intercept, alright, y is always 0. So we're going to say 1 plus x minus 2, the answer should be 0. In this case, x is negative 1 and x is 2. Okay? Those are the intercepts. Now, how about y-intercept? So what we can do, we can pick this function, try to distribute it. So 1 by this x is x, 1 by that to be 1 by x is x, 1 by negative 2 to be negative 2. X by x is x squared minus x by 2 is negative 2x. Alright? So we are going to say y is equal to, you can start with this one, x squared, x minus 2x is minus x minus 2. Okay? Okay, so look, our A is 1, which is greater than 0. Hence the curve should be like this. Alright? Then our C, our y-intercept is negative 2. Okay? Then from here we need to get turning points. What we call turning points. We get the turning points. Right? So, we are going to say the turning point of x is negative b over 2a, which is negative, what is our b? Negative 1 over 2, what is our a1? Right? So, the turning point of x is, this will be positive 1 over 2. Alright, that's a turning point. Then how about y? You can substitute this. Alright, you say y is equal to, or use the formula 1 over 2 squared plus minus 1 over 2 minus 2. Okay, this is the 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2 minus 2 over 1. Okay, so you say y is equal to, we can get 4 here. Right, this into that is 1 by that we have that. This into that is 2 by that we have got 2. This into that is 4 by that we have got 8. So y is equal to 1 minus that is negative 1. Negative 1, negative 8, negative 9 over 4. So the turning points are 1 over 2, negative 9 over 4. So now, it simply means our turning point, because x is positive, so somewhere here, alright? But the intercepts are, x is negative, alright? And positive, so you must have maybe here and this side. So we can draw a sketch. Maybe something like that, just a sketch. Meaning that at this point, it is our y-intercept. This should be negative 2. But here, you should have negative 1. Here, it should be 2. Then the point here is the turning point. 1 over 2, negative 4, negative 9 over 4. Then you name this as y is equal to 1 plus x minus 2. Okay? Alright, so those are our answers. So we'll deal with the last one. The diagram below shows the speed time graph of an object. It starts from rest and accelerates uniformly for 2 seconds, as we are able to see, until it reaches a speed of 10 meters per second. It moves at this constant speed for 6 seconds, meaning that when you add 6, you go to 8. Alright? And then accelerates until it reaches a speed of v meters per second after 5 seconds. Finally, it retards for the next 8 seconds until it comes to a halt. Alright, so here we need to get, maybe I can start writing from here, looking at the space. We need to start we need to get to the acceleration. So say acceleration is v minus u over time. So acceleration is, our final velocity is 10 minus the initial velocity is 0. Our time is 2 minus 0, which is 2. So 10 divided by 2, we get 5. So here we have 5 meters per second squared. Alright? So find the value of v if the retardation in the last 8 seconds is 3 meters per second squared. So I'm going to say retardation is u minus v divided by time, as long as you know what these represent. Alright? So our retardation is 3, which is equal to, now what is our initial velocity as we are beginning to reduce in speed? Alright? So as I start to reduce, this will be taken to be my initial velocity. Alright? Okay? Okay, so I'll say V minus, my final velocity will take me to 0. Now, if you look at the point of retardation, it's from 13th second to 21st seconds. The difference there is 8. So say over 1. So V minus 0 is V. So V is equal to this by that is 24. Alright? Meters per second. Alright? So this is 24 meters per second. Alright? We go to C. We need to get the average speed. Alright, for the whole journey. So average speed is distance over time. So we must find our distance here. Alright? Okay, so how do we do it? You must find this distance here plus this distance plus that distance. Okay, so we are going to say distance is equal to this formula here. So say half times HA plus B for this trapezium plus half times HA plus B for the second trapezium plus half BH for the triangle here. Alright, so our D shall be equal to half times our height here is 10. Now our A from here from this point up to that point, which is 6, plus our B should be 8 plus half. So we have to be careful. Now if I'm dealing with this trapezium, my height is this one. Alright? Okay. Okay, so we have 5. Now our A will be from here up to there, which will be 10, plus our B will be from here up to there, which will be 24, plus half times, what is our base? Our base is here, from there up to there, okay, which is 8 by, your height is 24, okay? So the whole lot of this one now should be divided by, okay, we can compute it in advance. This is 5. Half of that is 5. And this gives you 14. Right? That is 14 plus, this is 5. I'm leaving this. This is 10 plus 24, 34. Half of 34 is 17. Alright? Plus, half of 4 is half of 8 is 4, so 4 by 24. Okay, so now we will divide everything by the time taken, which is 21. Okay, so when you multiply this by that, 5 by 14, you have 70 plus 5 by 17, we get 85 plus 4 by 24, we get 96. Alright, this should be divided by 21. So when you check here, that's why it's important to utilize the space there. When you add here, you get 251 over 21. Now, 21 into 251, you get 11. The remainder there is 20 over 21 meters per second. So this is your average speed. Okay, please, that's where we end for this presentation. I hope this presentation has helped you to understand some of these things. Please keep on subscribing and sharing with your friends. Thank you so much. Hello friends, welcome to our channel where we are providing mathematics lessons. Alright, my name is Mr. Pili Kambani, a teacher at the Nyumbayanga Secondary School in Lusaka, Zambia. This is our school where we are operating from. So in case you'd want to come and meet us, we are found here. Please, we are here to provide the best because we believe it is only the best that is good enough. Alright, so please keep on subscribing, sharing, alright, with your friends. Tell them about the good news that has come on board. Alright, that is the Chaomba Mbondo, where we are offering holistic lessons. Alright, thank you so much.